Hi guys, welcome to another edition of the map editor tutorials. We're on number 4 and today we're going to be talking about putting some paths and roads in. So we're still keeping it the basics of map editing, but there's quite a range of different types of tracks and paths and stuff that you can put into it, and I'm just going to show you some of the basics of how it works. So we're going to be using the map that we've been using so far through the previous tutorials. We've done 3 so far to get the island how it is. For this one I want to need quite a bit of space for the map to be able to show you about the different types of paths and stuff. So I'm just going to pull the beach out. So for that, obviously going back to other tutorials that we've done, I'm going to use terrain tool. I'm just going to use a flattened one because I'm actually going to take the height from where the beach is already. So I'll get the majority of your reticle in, flatten it, and then pull it out with your left trigger. We'll just do this square. I'll do a couple of squares actually. So now that we've got a bit more land to it, we can increase reticle size, and then that will help it just increase normally. We'll come down, in fact. See, you can use the square. That's pretty much it. So I can move that down to here. I can do lots of landing go again. The shadowing will sort itself out in a second. So it's going to be the basis where we're going to do a few paths and stuff. Just move that reticle down. So back at the main wheel on the main menu for the editing, over on the left hand side we've got road, and you get 8 paths that you can put inside your map. So we'll just discuss a few things. So we've got the palette here, and then these are pretty much the types of paths that you can do. So your off-road desert, just a generic one, coastal, sand, that's dirt, you got asphalt, sand again, got road. You see that everything's got its own description, paved road, and then tracks. So we'll just take a generic coastal path for now, and all that you do, we'll just select that one. So if we wanted to have a path that ran from here, we'll just put a first point in. So you just right trigger on, and then with a left trigger we draw the path size that we want. And while it's still highlighted, you move your width so that you can decide how much of the path, how wide you want it to be. So we'll take it a little bit smaller, and what you can then do is that you can add in points. So if we just right trigger there, then we've got that, and if we hold it, you know, you can release the trigger. But if we hold it in and then move with a left, and that track, we just pull it out with the left analog stick, and then we can form it into pretty much any direction that we want. We can then put in another point, and then we can put that over here, and then obviously we can put in another point here as well, and just basically make tiny little gentle curves in it if you wanted to. So just putting in a path sometimes is enough. to actually make one of the most complicated ones if you just do line of sight, so to speak. So we just take that out. So what we could do is we could start it up here and bring it down. You see how it's automatically actually done something there for us. Now before I just edited it, and it will automatically know that I want to go to there, and then there, and then there. We might as well pull it right up to the edge. But again, I can take any of these. I can pull them right out if I wanted to. Now we have got a reticle. We discussed the width, you know, for it, but the reticle, the radius, sorry. If we stretch that out and make it, you can make it as big as you want. You can see obviously the sides of it. What that'll do is that when you right trigger, it'll highlight both brackets, so it'll move both of that section if you wanted it to. So I could now grab both of those and bring that in. I could take that one, but then if I just lift up a little bit, I can control both of those, and then I can control all three of those now. So you really have got quite a scale, and if you just want to control one, or you want to put one more point in, you just bring your reticle in. So obviously that's quite a good thing for being able to do it. When you test your map, you can obviously go back to it and you can highlight it again, and you can just hover over the one and then change the width. So just for a track, theoretically through a forest, that's quite a good width that we're using there. Shortcut straight over to here. So what I wanted to show you is that the path will know to get rid of your rocks and stuff. You might have to do a little bit of editing and stuff, but normally, from what I've been testing it, knows automatically what you want it to do. And then obviously we started it up here, so you can put a hut up here so that the path leads to it. Just get back into the editor. So with your different styles of paths and stuff, one of them that you've got is the asphalt, which I really like, because it does enable you to make some good quality roads. So take that. You see that we've lost all control over on this path now, so we'll just come down over to here. With it being a road, I always think that it should be maximum. So if we're putting a first point, drag it out, do it over to, and then we've got a road. Now it really is as simple as that. Obviously you could do, you know, like, well, we'll change the width now to show you. I just think that for a road it's better to have it full distance, but just because, see, if I put a point in here, that'll snap it, and it just doesn't look right. So what I tend to do is put in another, using the same, put in a new point, and then drag that over, and then you can do things like your crossroads. And what we have got in the objects, add new object, in the utilities, we've actually got road stuff. So guard metal rails, just put them in very, very, very quickly. I'm not going to line them up or anything. But you can see that you could actually set up a road. You could line all those up properly, but you've got a range of different things that you can have to make different types of road. And obviously you could lower them up in the ground, you could tilt them down hills and stuff. So they're just the standard ones that I put in. And then you've got slightly longer ones, the metal ones again. You've got different types of wood, different lengths. You've got your end parts and stuff with the broken edges, which I think just adds you know, extra detail that you'll be able to do. And it's going to help for just making them a little bit more random. Back of them's very detailed as well, which I always like. And obviously, like with these metal ones, the amount of rust that we've got on the back. But the front's in pretty good nick. And obviously, as I said, you could lower them down into the ground. You could do your types of crossroads and stuff. You've got your features in there. The signs, in your signs you've got a couple of things for road signs. Everything looks like that you'd be able to make some pretty awesome roads, so everything pretty settles with it. Just have a quick look at some of the other types of textures that we've got. So, right button, press back, get to, well, it's 9 o'clock on the clock really, isn't it? Your road. So, we've got off-road desert, which I'll spread these out so that we can have a look at them. These are ones that I liked actually. Jungle tracks. The reason why I liked them is that you can see here that it's got clear patches in it, so that your natural paint underneath it, whatever you're choosing for your surface, is going to show through the track as well, to be able to mix that type of stuff through. Let's have a look what else we've got. Oh, that was one of the things as well. Your paved roads. We'll go into the map and have a look at this one. Oh, these just add a little bit more extra detail. It's how it likes to reflect, so it's it is like, to me, this is almost like another type of road that you could use. I mean, you could use different textures, you know, like for footpaths and stuff on a road. You could slightly bump the land up, thinking about it, so that you could have some curves, possibly. You could push it that far. You could use a top of some wood, just to edge it. You know, it's pretty much endless. It's your imagination which limits you. But I like that texture. Do another one which is almost got like, kind of like, almost like a, well, see whether we can get it. I think it was that one. Yeah, it's almost like a wet look, these two. How does that compared to the road? That was the jungle track. That was the road. But you see that one's kind of got that central line in it. It'd be nice if you could get some sort of texture details for junctions and stuff. So, just to have a quick recap, when you're editing your roads and your paths, I can just go back to that one. Yeah. You see, I can just get back control of it again, and I can put in my points. Control quite a lot of stuff. So right click on your point that you want to control, and add your new point in. And then you can do anything that you want really with it, as much as you want. And obviously if you want to control 2 points or multiple, you just increase your radius, and we've got whatever we want to do. So I hope that's been of some help to you. If it was, give us a like, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing a lot of these. There's a lot of things which I'm learning. I've had a request to show the ghost town effect type thing that I had on the other map, so I will do that. I might do that today. Just do a quick tour of what I've built on it. Playing it with a few of the BETAMAXX admin the other night, I just need to make a few alterations. Running in and out of one of the buildings was a little bit difficult. But as I said, I'll get onto it and we'll have a look what that is. If you want your map reviewed, get in touch with us. And if there's anything particular that you're struggling with, just with normal editing and that type of thing. I'm not really into glitches. I don't really want to go down that line with the maps and stuff. I just want to build with what we've been given. So as I said, if you're struggling with anything and you want us to look into it for you, then just leave a comment and then we'll do a tutorial on that. Thanks a lot for watching.